guys, day one of our renovation of our van. We're just going to strip the inside out and see how far we get.
I feel like you treat me like the assistant to the magician, but I'm not Tim, I'm a magician as well.
Alright, so we're back here. We have just finished stripping all of the Sikaflex off the walls. It was very fun. So good. Now we're just going to get the good old broom, get a good old mop and give her a nice little clean on the floor. Get it all tidy. So the next step before we put our insulation in is going to be laying out the wiring system for our 12 volt. So basically what I'm going to do on this little piece here, it's scale 1 to 100. I'll be putting in some wires just to set up for all our lights and the 2 max air fans that we put in, one here and one up the front as well, and then allowing space just a little bit extra for other things we need and running a few extra wires. So I'll be drawing on here first, measuring it all to scale and seeing if we can put it in. So that is pretty much a day here for us. I've managed to run pretty much all of the cabling that I wanted to today. We'll pick back up tomorrow. Alright, so we've just gone out and bought some insulation for the floor and also some plywood. So we're just gonna Next step, we're going to lay the floor down. Before we do, we're just going to put some insulation down first. Next step is the floor. I've just gone out and bought some... Next step is the floor. I've just gone out and bought... Next step is the floor. I've just gone out and bought some sound deadener. So we're going to lay that down before we put our plywood down as well. So I'm going to run you through basically what I'm trying to achieve here. As you saw just then, I was really trying to push in the corners and edges, just make sure there's not a lot of air in between it. And what the kind of adhesive does is stop the body from actually vibrating and making that annoying sound. And the less air bubbles in there, the better. So we're going to cut around these wheel arches and do the exact same thing. For reference, this took me roughly 35 minutes just to get both of these right. In future, I would recommend buying a roller and make life a lot easier. But yeah, get on to the other half. So I've done all the sound deadening on the floor now and around the wheel arches. I've just picked up some insulation. It's a double-sided foil with foam in the middle, which I'm going to use as the first layer pretty much all around the roof and on the sidewalls as well. And then with the second layer of insulation, it'll be like an earth wool, just to give it that little bit more protection in the summer. So all I'm going to do now is pretty much just measure up all the sides and cut them to size, and then it's a matter of sticking them onto the wall. So let's go. Now I'm not just cutting randomly, so there's little squares here they're not meant for cutting on, but we're using them as a little ruler. It makes it a nice straight cut. Alright, so now that we've cut a few of them out, we're just going to use some insulating double-sided tape. This stuff's actually meant for insulation. It's I think it can go negative 30 degrees to 120 degrees Celsius, so it's quite warm, and can also go to quite cool temperatures. So that's what's going to hold this on. It sticks to metal and roofing as well, and straight to this alloy stuff. Alright, so made a good start on the walls for the insulation, just about to start the roof. Now we are having two fans, one's going to go here and one's going to go right here. So we just got to mark out so we're not wasting any insulation, because it isn't the cheapest thing. So we finished our sound deadening on the van. Now what we're going to do is pretty much use the carpet that we pulled out of the van on the first day as a template, so we can lay the flooring with this plywood. So I'm just going to basically lay it down, sketch around it, and then we can cut from there. That way hopefully it's a pretty perfect match. We'll see how it goes. So it looks like the template was pretty good, nice and clear to see, so we'll cut it out and hopefully it fits. As you can see, I am not a carpenter and do not have the right tools, but we'll see what happens. All right, so I'm pretty happy with how it worked out. Around the wheel arches, I did just cut straight corners here, just for the sake of I am not a carpenter, and I was not going to be doing some fancy little corners there. But everything else seems pretty good. There's no big squeaks or anything when you're walking around it, which is nice. And all the screws countersunk nicely, so I've got a nice flat surface. I did make one little boo-boo right here, little bit of a gap, but it's all going to be covered in flooring soon anyway, so that should be fine. Well, catch you next time. Well, that's pretty much it for this episode, guys. We hope you enjoyed the first stages of our van build. Make sure to subscribe now so you don't miss our next episode, where we start to cut some very big holes into the van. If you want to keep up with our current travels, be sure to follow us on Instagram at travelingparadise__. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next episode.